Why, howdy. Hello there. How is everybody doing on this lovely afternoon, evening, whatever you prefer to call it? How is everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody is well. Starting just a little bit early, starting late but early. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Yeah, so we were going to go at 5, had to push back to 5:30, but we're going now. It's 5:25. Anyways, I hope everybody is well. I hope you guys are finding something. What's up, Static little brother? Little brother man. What's going on? Amazing Cars 13, Side Ops. How y'all doing? Y'all doing well? There's Sean. What's up, fellas? Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you guys are finding stuff. Hopefully Diecast is treating you well. Welcome to Diecast Discussion number 106. I am your host, Derek, aka Honest Diecast, but collectively we are all Honest Diecast, striving for a better Diecast community. That's about the cars, not the money. If you're new here, welcome. We talk about everything Diecast. And if you're returning, like I see most of you are, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming back. Greg says, doing good. Waiting for a package from One Stop. Uh-oh, what'd you get? There's Steve from Miniature Mustangs. If you haven't checked out Steve over at Miniature Mustangs, make sure to head over there. Check out Steve. Say hello to Steve. Awesome dude. Awesome channel. There's Gary. What's up, Gary? Hope all is well. Nothing doing good. Nice. There's Dane Self. There's Josh Randall checking in. There's NDC. And Josh Randall again saying hello to everybody and me. Hello, Josh. Hopefully all is well. And there's Eddie G. Awesome, guys. Yeah, I got a good one lined up for you today. We're going to have Shane from SuperJDM on. So we're going to be chatting diecast with Shane. If you haven't checked out Shane's channel, it's SuperJDM. Probably bring him on here in about 45 minutes or so. 30 to 45 minutes. But I'm excited to talk to him. So see how things are over in his area, get some history, get some diecast history of Shane. Also got I got some really good finds to go over with you guys that just happened within the past couple of days. It's been drier than snot in the desert. But yeah, yesterday was good. It could have been actually a little bit better. I got a little story about that, I'll tell you. But yeah, I got that. Got some finds, got some mail calls. We're adding another Tarmac Pagani to the collection tonight. I'm really excited about it. Can't wait to show it to you guys. Got a mail call from Mattel and then got a mail call from Ed Ramos, courtesy of James Hewitt. Friggin' amazing. Love you, James. Thank you. Thank you, Ed, too. Appreciate it. But yeah, going to have a good one lined up for you. I'm excited to talk to you guys. I missed you guys. Been kind of out of action the past week or so. Just trying to get this house in order, trying to get this room in order. Just got back from IKEA. I went and picked up my customization desk. So I'm going to be, hopefully I can get that set up tonight. If I can't get it set up tonight, I'll at least start working on it, get that set up, and then we'll start putting together the customization station, which I'm really excited to get back to doing. Believe me, I haven't customized a car in about 3 months. So going to have to knock some rust off, but I'm chomping at the bit to say the least. Chomping at the bit. Static, yes, Derek got his table. It's my birthday present. My birthday's next Friday. It's Friday. Is it Friday? Friday. Or is it Thursday? I think it's Friday. I don't remember. Sometime this week. There's Mark checking in. What's up, Mark? How's it going, buddy? Rudy Moon's checking in. There goes my night's sleep watching at 2:30 a.m. Sorry, Rudy. Just hang in there. You'll be all right. Sleep is overrated. Side ups. April was my best month in a long time. 3 supers, 3 zeros, 4 NASCAR chases, 6 Target Reds, 2 muscle machines. Nice. Very, very nice. That is excellent. That is an excellent month for sure. Yeah, hopefully May is a little bit better to all of us. It's starting to come around. It's trying to. Targets are dry as a bone right now. So are Walmart's, at least around my area. Fry's is the heavy hitter right now with the mail-in shippers and quite an abundance of stock. Also, 99 cent only is getting F case in my area. And I will share some finds from that. Excited. I found some 2023 B case at a Dollar General. Nice. Yeah, that should be I believe that's the mail-in trays that they're getting. There's Brucey Poo. What's up? What's up, Brown Eyes? What's up, man? Speaking of that, I did visit a Dollar General out of town and grabbed my $20 worth of cars. So I have one. Here's what really makes me mad. I actually went to two Dollar Generals and picked up $40 worth total to get two. I lost my receipt for one of them. So, and virtually all of those cars, it's not that big a deal because the cars are all going into Phoenix Children's Hospital cases. So, no harm, no foul. Just kind of sucks, but I'll just have to get $20 more, and then we'll be good. But yeah, what's up, Sammy? Sammy steadily sending me pictures of amazing customs that he's working on just to rub it in a little bit. But Sammy, I got my table today, so I'll be back in action here pretty soon. I'm super excited. That's the thing I'm most excited for real. For real. Cody, my grandma's birthday is on Friday. Nice. Is it Cinco de Mayo? Because that's my birthday. My birthday is May 5th. May 5. Josh says my only scores lately have been from Whatnot. Yeah, I haven't been on Whatnot in a hot minute. Not for a hot minute. Just focusing on other things. Like for real. Yeah. Zach said he found two cool combis. Nice. Very nice. Steve said found all the Kroger exclusives except the Firebird. Yeah, I've been finding heaps of those and mostly grabbing them for the Aussie buddies. Me, I think I might have grabbed a Cosworth or two for myself, a Firebird or two for myself, and that's it. That's like literally it. Not really interested in the Patrol. Definitely not interested in the Vet. Sorry, not sorry. You guys know how I feel about that casting. Brian, that could very well be true. One of my clients is holding my clients are holding that other receipt hostage. The roleplay person can't believe I scored a White Lightning at a hobby store in New York City, and then yesterday found a Mercedes Super from B Case at a Stop and Shop grocery store location. Nice. Yeah, Lady Luck is on your side right now. Yeah, B Case was hard this year for sure. So was C. Yeah. Actually, up until yesterday, I have only found one super of each this year. Am I remember? Yep, that's correct. Yeah, one super of each this year, except the friggin' Batman one, which I found 3 of, and I hope to not find any more. But that changed yesterday, and I'll go over that. It was very, very nice surprise for sure. Hello, Susan. Susan checking in, saying hi. Very nice. Cody, hers is on Friday. Me and my mother is going to clean her house for her birthday. Her other $2. Nice. That's a nice little birthday present. I want to give away on Grizzlies Whatnot Live. Nice. Grizzly CNC. Yeah, he's a fun guy to watch for sure. I used to always call him DJ Grizzy Grizz because he sounds kind of like a DJ. Yeah, I'm well familiar with them. What do you mean, Derek? You said that Vet is your all-time holy grail in your collection. I never said that, and I never will say that, sir. Ever. The Fly, hola, senor. How you been missing the live hunts? Been okay, just been really busy, just trying to get this house in order. Yeah, I missed the live hunts too, and I've been thinking about hitting that live go live button, but just still not reliably hitting stuff, and I don't want to just go live just to suck up bandwidth. So I'm just kind of waiting for the wave to hit a little bit better, and then I'll start rolling again for sure when I know for sure that there's some stuff to be found. But yeah, I'll bring him back. Promise. Butthead. Hopefully you enjoy your box ID, Static. Static was asking me about the box ID Civic Type R and asked me if I had a spare, and he asked me that like 6 or 8 months ago, and I just keep forgetting to check, and I finally checked, and I did have a spare one, so I sent it to him. So enjoy, little bro. Go live house cleaning the house. We want to see the little French maid outfit. Yeah. Yeah, a little French maid outfit with the banana hammock and all that stuff. Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. The fly, yes. I have my my first receipt for $20 worth. I had a second. But I lost the receipt. I don't know what happened to it. I know exactly where I put it, but it's just not there anymore. So kind of sucks, but I'll have to get out there and hit some more DGs, and yeah, because I want to get 3 at least. I want 2 card and I want to open one. So technically, yeah, just said it. Sandro, I found 9 of the BK Smirk Supers. Gave quite a few away to other collectors. I'm surprised others haven't seen many. Yeah, it's kind of like the way it goes. It's just weird. It's like sometimes one particular, it's weird if you just watch the trends. Like one region will be heavily inundated with a particular super, and then the next super that comes around, it's just much harder to find, and it might be that way for the next 2 or 3 or whatever, and then you'll see it again. It's weird. It's very strange. But yeah, I don't want to be conspiracy theorist about it or anything, but yeah, it's kind of strange. Yeah, I've been enjoyed that thing, especially Spectre Flame Red. Yep. Yeah, it's a beautiful ID for sure. So yeah, enjoy, Static. Josh, did you get the Datsun RLC? Yes, I did. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull it out and give her a gander, but she is here. I already opened it and checked it out, and me definitely likey. Definitely. I think a lot of people slept on that one. Just IMO. People saying hi to Iggy. There he is. Happy Monday, everyone. What's up, Iggy? Yeah, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Yeah, it's my Sunday. On that note, I was trying to go to Oklahoma again this year for my birthday, but it just kind of didn't work out. A lot of you guys might remember, what was it, 2 years ago? 2 years ago for my birthday, went to Oklahoma, hung out with my buddy Clint, got some really good footage, hung out with Brian Page. Yeah, it was a great time. It was really memorable, and I really enjoyed it. And I was going to try to replicate it again this year. It just didn't work out. But I do have some days off, and I'm planning on doing a friggin' hunt fest during that time, starting Friday. So look forward to lots of episodes, maybe some live hunts. I'll definitely try to squeeze in a live hunt or two, but definitely some episode footage for sure. Oh no, I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong. I don't even know what the cutoff was. Let's go to hold on. That has me scared. I sure hope you're wrong. I sure hope you are wrong. Yes, you are right. Crap. Are you serious right now? 4:30:23. Boy, that is not good. I did not know the cutoff was that soon. Damn it. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. So yeah, Shiza. That friggin' sucks, dude. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed the cutoff on that. I knew I should have checked it, but I didn't. Damn it. My god, I can't believe I missed that. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pony up the bucks and buy some. Fuck. Excuse my language, but that sucks. What's up, Jake? Yeah, I just got some bad news. I missed the freaking Dollar General mail-in Porsche. I had no idea that the cutoff was yesterday. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Oh, damn it. Okay. Anyways, back to life. Susan will do. Will do. Everybody's saying hi. Yep, April 30th. Well, shit. I am screwed. That sucks. Well, I guess there goes that. I ain't gonna pay $100 for a mail, and that's for sure. So postmarked by the 5th. I might be able to do it. I mean, what have I got to lose? I might as well just send it in. You know what I mean? Eric, okay, sounds good. I've got 3 coming. We can trade. Consider it a deal, sir. I'm trying to get 3 of them. I got you, kind of. That's sus. I got you. Kind of. Kinda. Make one? Yeah, I could, but still, I still want to get some. So, we can meet tonight. We could. We could. I mean, I don't know if you. I don't. That. Yeah, just hit me up. Let me know what's going on, Eric. Yeah, send it in. I'm gonna send it in and see if I can get one. I mean, might as well. It says postmarked by the 5th, so that means that would technically mean you'd have to buy the cars by the 30th. So the receipt has to be by the 30th. That's good. That's okay. Now I just need to get it in the mail like now, and I should be okay. I think. I'm gonna send it. Send it. All of them at the role play person. What's your favorite Porsche in your collection? Oh, that's easy. Though I'm kind of torn. I'll tell you right now, it's not a Hot Wheel. I'll tell you right now. I got 2. Tied for 2. Now that I have this one, because I absolutely love this one too. So this is the one that was my favorite. It still is my favorite. But yeah, this is a Timothy and Pierre resin model. It's a 997 Liberty Walk. This is a resin model. This is not diecast. This is resin. 164. If I can get it to focus, which there we go. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. This thing is friggin' spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So that's one. That's one right there. If you're wondering the number, this is 118 out of 499. 118 out of 499. Timothy and Pierre, absolutely beautiful. Again, resin. That's resin, not diecast. It's just mind-blowingly detailed. But this is also my new favorite now as well. I'm not so much super hip to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Golf cars. I do, but I'm not like the biggest Golf lover. But this livery, the way that this livery was done, is just it's fantastic. And then obviously one of my favorite cars on the planet is the 991 GT3R. But yeah, this is the Tarmac Works. Yeah, those are 2 of my faves. Those are definitely top 2. pretty safe to say I would sacrifice some Hot Wheel versions of Porsches for these for sure. Just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Doesn't get any better. It just doesn't. For 164, it just doesn't. Doesn't get better. At all. Doesn't get better at all. So yeah, those are a couple of my faves. Now, Hot Wheels. Now, for talking Hot Wheels, I would have to say, obviously, the 991 GT3 RS purple 911 Supercharger Hunt. It's my favorite Super of all time. That's definitely one of my favorite cars. Yeah, for sure. I'll probably pick that one. Probably pick that one over all. Well, the only thing is the dates of their sheets have to be before 30. Yeah, that's kind of what I just put together. So, but what that tells me is I need to get that ish in the mail like now, like ASAP. ASAP. Damn. Okay. I got 3 of my 4 already, so I can definitely trade you one. Yeah, if you guys aren't asking an arm and a leg, I mean, I don't know what you guys want for them. Let me know, because like I said, yeah, I'm definitely trying to get at least 3 of them. At least 3. At least 3. I bet you're still fine. Yeah, thanks, Josh. I hope so. I hope so. Hot Rod, what's up, buddy? Brother Derek, Dollar General mail-in must be postmarked by the 5th. Okay, no sweat. I can get it out. I should be able to get it. Just gonna send it. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. All you guys are telling me, just send it. You'll be right. Yeah, I hope. Oh God, I hope so. Pink Pig. By the way, Bruce, thanks for saying that. Timothy and Pierre just came out with one of those 997s in Pink Pig livery. So I'm going to be purchasing that one at some point. And that might make a run for the favorite. For sure. For sure. I do have the actual, most recent actual Pink Pig, which is... This is the 991 RSR that wore the livery in 2018 and won Le Mans. So that's the Sparky. There we go. Yeah. This is my favorite car on the planet my favorite Porsche on the planet of all time. The number 92 car, 991 RSR, 2018 Le Mans winner for GTE Pro. Fantastic. But yeah, Timothy and Pierre is supposedly coming out with the 997 wide body Pink Pig, because I got the Golf one, I got the Martini one. I'm gonna get that Pink Pig one for sure. Absolutely, 110%. 110%. All right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, once we get the customization table up, I'll do a friggin' collection showcase and a room showcase and all that stuff. Joe, nice. Finally found a case of Boulevards. Yeah, I actually found some hanging on the pegs. Of course, I didn't find any Subies, none of the ER34s. But yeah, I found that's one thing I did pick up too, is I got it around here somewhere. I picked up another one of those Volkswagen Caddies, the Porsche ones. Yeah, because I definitely wanted another one of those. Craig, scalpers are praying you missed the deadline. Yeah. No, I have not even seen a Porsche mail-in display box. I have not even seen one. They've all been hanging on the pegs. That's like literally it. Yeah, I don't know if that will work. Ultimate cheat code, just reprint the receipt over and over again. Yeah. Man, this is the thickest paper I've ever seen a receipt printed on. It's like construction paper, man. What the hell? We're gonna have to ask the wife if I can borrow a loan for yourself to get 20 of those Porsches for $1,000. Oh God. Piggy. Yep, Piggy. Sammy says fire. Fire. MHD, what's up? I'll give you a few questions. Give me your best mainline Hot Wheels, Porsche, Premium, Custom, and 2 other different. Oh, lordy. Holy cow. Best mainline Hot Wheel Porsche. Yikes. I'm gonna have to think about this. I'm gonna have to think about that, MHD. Holy shiza. What's up, NDC? Aaron, yeah, they only need to roll if you race them on the track, but I don't know. I like all my diecast to roll. It's just it's another factor of realism. That's just IMO. Jake says I've been eyeing up some Time Micro pieces. Yeah, Time Micro is pretty nice. Wait until you see some of the funky liveries that they decide to put on cars. Like I think they did a Lexus RCF in Martini livery, which is kind of goofy. They did some others too, but I can't remember them. Piggies. Yeah, me neither. I totally slept on that Ferris, man. I feel like an idiot. Like my most anticipated mail-in of all time, and yeah, just slept on it. Now I can't even go buy the cars and mail in. But you know, if I'm lucky, hopefully I can get at least one. Get at least one on my own dollar. That'd be nice. So if the pink pig was ever involved in an accident, would it end up being called Crispy? Oh God, Bruce, that's messed up. That's messed up. What's up, Mikey? Customization station, it's coming back. Yes, finally. I got all the pieces of the table sitting outside. Probably as soon as I get off here, I'm going to start putting it together. See if I can at least get it up tonight. Just don't make it too late. Yeah. Alrighty. Interviewing Auto World here in about 40 minutes. Anyone have good questions for him? That's awesome. Yeah. If anybody has any questions for Auto World, let Mark from DIECAST Diecast know. I would like to personally know if Auto World is going to. Do they have any plans to focus more on some JDM castings and come out with some Porsche castings? That would be my question. Jake, I do, Mark. How will they ever top that fantastic Dodge Caravan casting they came out with? Because I am legit excited to find that one, a Dodge Caravan. What non-Hot Wheel Porsches you want to get next? Even though it's going to be damn near impossible, I definitely wouldn't mind finding that next mix of Boulevard with the EK and that mix. And other than that, just G case in general, that Mercedes and G case, that SEC 560 AMG, that thing is sick. Yeah, but that's all I can think of at this very moment. I'm excited for the Integra Type R RLC, which is not going to be for a while, but I'm definitely looking at trying to take a jump at that for sure. Does Tarmac do American Muscle? I believe so. I believe I've seen like some wide body Hellcats, I believe, by Mini GT. Yes, they do. As a matter of fact, they do. C8Rs. They do C8Rs. If you like those. What else have I seen? Mustangs. They have Mustangs. I know that they have like more factory-ish Mustangs, like the S550, the newest ones. I think they make some of those. So yeah, they definitely have some here and there. Is that their focus? No, but they make some really good ones from the ones I've seen. I've really considered getting the C8Rs that they make. They're fantastic. They are fantastic. Noted. Oh, nice, Joe. Did a wheel swap on the FXXK Evo from Tamika. Nice. I wouldn't mind seeing that. All right, Eric. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yeah, if it's not too late, we'll make plans. I'm not sure where you live, but yeah, I don't think you're that far. Auto World have any rights to Hondas, Nissans, or Toyotas? Good question. Well, Toyota, yes, because Auto World makes the Mark IV Supra. Lord knows I've been trying to collect all of the ultra reds of those, but I've kind of lost my pace on that. Yeah, Supra. There we go. That's right, the Kazi. Yeah, the Kazi's in that mix. Yeah, it's a really good mix, but I'm not holding my breath to find it. I'm gonna have to travel way out to find that. 2 Porsche RLCs coming in later too. Nice. That's right. We got the 959 and we got something else. I don't remember what the other one was. Sean, Schmee's 150 Shelby GT500 made by Mini GT and Tarmac Works. Yes, and as a matter of fact, Doug Young, who I just highlighted the comment, one of the first Mini GTs I ever got in my collection, he sent me the Schmee 150 Ford GT, which is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There he is. There's Shane saying, "Yo, what's up, Shane? Looking forward to chatting with you here in a little bit. Just going to go over mail calls and yeah, we'll get you on, bud." Super Ultra Red Gulf livery looks great. Yes, that's a Diecast Z exclusive. Yeah, and that's one I need to get. I need to get that, and they have another one too. The Advan. They have an Advan one as well. Static, how much is an RLC membership? It's $10 if I remember right. $10. I believe the Supra was the first JDM for Auto World. I think you're right, Yuri. I think you are absolutely right. Alrighty, let's get into mail calls. Mail calls and fines. We'll do mail calls and fines, okay? So let's go over the mail calls real quick, shall we? So, had some luck on RLC the past 2 releases. Got the pink Skyline and then got the Z. So the Z is very, very nice. I've already opened this. Not disappointed at all. I think it looks great. Some people question the mirrors. Some people think the mirrors are goofy. I think it goes with the scheme quite well, to be honest with you. I really do. I think it goes really good with the scheme. And yeah, for some reason, this case is really hard to open. It was hard to open the first time. There we go. There we go. We got it. I would have to say my favorite thing about this car is the contrast between flat black and chrome. I think it's fantastic. I think it's really, really nice. I'm hoping that Mark was able to get one because I know he's going to want this since it's BRE. But yeah, look at that. Love the red accents. Camera's not doing it justice at all. Not even a little bit. But yeah, look at that. Nice chrome. And then that satin black on the top. It's just fantastic. It's great. It is very, very nice. I do like the mirrors. I do like the mirrors in the red. I like the roll cage in the red. Very, very nice. Very, very pleased with that aesthetic. Hey, it's Superbird Hot Wheels. Yeah. Yeah, anybody that doesn't know the backstory about that, I have no idea why, but Superbird kept saying, "Hey, it's Honest Hot Wheels." It was pretty funny. All right, there we go. We can do it. So yeah, this will be going on the shelf for shizzle. Very, very nice. A lot of people don't like it that's not on a card back. I don't mind them when they come like this. I actually like it. So I am good with it. I am good with it. It's all right. I get flipped off all the time. Shane says, I have to say, I didn't like this RLC, just not feeling the Shadow BRE. Would have loved the traditional livery. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the traditional livery would have been nice. I don't know. I think it's a nice twist. And like I said, I think the clash between the chrome and the satin black, I think it's just phenomenal. I like it. I like it. But to each their own. Respect. Respect. I'm gonna have to think real life choices after this. Uh-oh. Especially happens when I beat the local scalper to 9 fresh E cases. Uh-oh. Hopefully somebody pulled a Cosmo out of at least one Cosmo out of those. All right. Next one. When we held our charity event for Josh's Hot Wheel addiction, quite a magical thing happened. So Ed Ramos put this up on the charity block, and I decided to bid on this, and I got beat. I got beat out on it by none other than James Hewitt's Hot Wheels. And James was kind enough to just say, forward that to Derek. And I was like, wow, dude, are you serious? Cannot believe this. I don't have this. I don't have this one. And yeah. Let's see if I can get the case off without breaking it. I'm having trouble getting these cases off tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, these lids don't want to come off for me tonight. I don't know. I have no idea why. But I'm having the hell of a time trying to get these display boxes off. Let's try the back one first. One hell of a random act of kindness. That is right, Pia. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to do this. Yeah, one hell of a random act of kindness. But yeah, check this out. So that's what I was bidding on trying to get from Ed. And James ended up winning it, and he said, give it to me. So, James, thank you so much, dude. Now I just have to decide if I want to try to get my red one back, which I traded a long time ago, and if I want that green one. And then I think I'll have them all. I think. But yeah, that's stupid good. Stupid good. So good. Oh, man. Thank you, James. And thank you, Ed. That is friggin' remarkable. So yeah, thank you. So a couple more RLCs for you got the force to open it. What's up, Takumi? Yeah, the blue suits it. Yeah, when RLC selections actually came out for that, I voted for orange. I would have loved to see an orange one. Pia, haven't forgotten about you. Ran into a little issue getting your package out. Does that have to do with the charity, Bruce? Do you need anything? If you need anything from me, let me know. Okay. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Shane. That's a gorgeous Lambo. Okay. Last but not least, we have yet another Tarmac Global 6.4 collab Zonda R to add to our collection. This one's kind of special. Might not look special to you, but it's special. This thing is so clean, dude. My God. It's just It's clean. It is clean. So this right here, this is the Chinese exclusive. The Chinese exclusive Zonda R. Tarmac Works Global 6.4 collab. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That the pinstripe on it is kind of a metallic silver. I thought it was just kind of a grayish, but yeah, it's such a clean friggin'. Oh man, good. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. That's all I could think of saying. Jeez Louise. But yeah, that thing is fantastic. That thing's fantastic. Excuse me. So there's another one. So as far as what we got left, they haven't come out with any more Wyra R's. But Zonda R's, they're coming out with an orange one next. That should be released pretty soon. That one is going to, I'm definitely going to get that one. And then I need the purple one and I need the blue one. And then I have to double check to make sure that I have them all. And I think I might have them all. Maybe. It's a very, very slight possibility. There's probably some out there that I haven't ran into. And then, of course, we're not even talking about chases either. We're just talking about the plain Janes. But as far as chasing the chases, yeah, I probably won't. I'll probably be good. Let's see here. Just kind of scrolling through, looking. Doug Tarmac has a sick looking Gunther Works Porsche 911 RSR in black black carbon fiber finish coming in late. I'm gonna have to look out for that 911 RSR. Yeah, Gunther Works. Yeah, you must be a 934. Must be a 934 because I think the Gunther Works are primarily like 993s and older, right? I think. What's up, Josh? It says I'm looking forward to the RLC V-Dub Rockster. I haven't seen that one yet. But if it's V-Dub, I'm not surprised. Pia's driving. And he says, no worries, Bruce. I'm in no hurry. I'll get overextend myself to have a backlog of stuff needs shipped. Yep, I know how it works. Trust me, I know how it works. No worries. All right, Marky Poo, got to run. Have fun. Have fun with your interview with Auto World. Kill it. Yes. Yeah, Shane's. Yeah, it's whole new addiction. Whole new addiction. It's just crazy. Yeah, this is my, or I should say, that is my Pagani Zonda R and Wyra R kind of shrine back there. And yeah, it's growing. It's growing a lot. A lot. Yo, you flew to China to pick that thing up? Bro's a beast. Yeah. Zonda, coolest exhaust ever. Yeah. And the Wyra. The Wyra has the here it is. Yeah, so the Global 6.4, that's the Wyra R. But yeah, same thing. And I love how they ceramic coated it white on that car. That's the way it is in real life too. It's so cool. Yeah. 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 And again, this one's going to be getting taken apart. We're going to be customizing that one. Oh, yeah. I got a random urge to go on a mini hunt, so I'll catch everyone later. Have a great week. All right, Andre, you too, buddy. Inland Empire Rail fan. He's going to go check it out, see what's out there. There's going to be a RLC Wire R. Yes. Yeah, I saw some kind of leaks on that, and it's looking pretty exciting. I like how the top lifts off and you can see the engine. That's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. Shane, thank you, sir. Smash that thing. Did you see the Porsche Lamley had on his giveaway stream on Whatnot? It had hand-painted dragon. No, I did not see that. Yep, Joe. Tarmac Global 6.4 collab wire R. I have the green one of this too. And I am praying to the diecast gods that they come out with many, many more liveries of that. I'm really hoping. You do, Jake. You need to pull the trigger on Tarmac Works already. Hey, there's David. I didn't see you check in. It says, y'all have a good night. Got to run. Okay, David. You have a good night, bud. Thanks for checking in with us. Appreciate you. Yeah. The Wyra R is by far, I think, the most unique sounding car ever produced. It's insanely good. Shane, Pagani's make me happy. Looking forward to seeing some of yours. MDP, my pleasure. And again, sorry that took so long to get to you. I really, really apologize for that, but I hope it was worth the wait. I really do. The freaking top comes off. It's crazy. Nice. Sweet M2 Blazer. And the top comes off. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Well, Shane, if you want to hop on, we'll get you on here in a second, bud. If you want to get set up and give me the thumbs up that you're good to go, I am ready when you are. So what are you guys finding out there? I just remembered I got to go over fines. This old age thing really sucks. Just FYI. FYI, youngins. So yeah, Shane, take your time, get set up. I'll go over fines real quick. I believe this is from my 99-cent only haul. Yeah. Yeah, we had a little haul at 99-cent only. So it was good. 'Twas good. Like I said, lots and lots of F case. I don't know why I threw that in there. Don't know why. Okay, we'll start with this. Okay, 99-cent only in Arizona is starting to get F case. So if you haven't checked them in a while, might want to stop by. I just happened to stop by one and noticed, a pretty ragged and run through dump bin with Diecast. That was the last wave that I saw at our 99-cent onlys. So I asked the lady, you'll see this on the next episode. I asked her if by chance she's seen any new Hot Wheels, and she was like, I sure did. Let me go get them. And she went and got them, and she brought out 4 F cases. And the funny thing is that she said that she had 2 more in the back somewhere, but she couldn't find them. So there's 2 more cases there. I'm probably going to leave them alone. I'll let them go, but trust me, the temptation is there. But she brought out the 4 F cases. We went through them on cam, and yeah, we peanut galleries in the house. But yeah, took the opportunity to grab some of these beautiful Audi 90 Quattros, just a beautiful DTM car. I am super excited to get some customs done on these, which is why I am grabbing extras of these. It's a fantastic casting. It really is. Nice. You're a fantastic casting. Took it upon myself to grab 3 of the gold S15 Liberty Walks.
I can't see me.
Dingus. I love my wife. She makes me smile. Grabbed just a couple of these. A couple of the Magnus Walker Porsche 911s. So that was nice. And then, yeah, that's it. And then I grabbed one of these, one of the regular Renault Sport RS01s. And then I grabbed 2 of these. I already put them in protectors. Yeah, 2 for 4 hit. 2 for 4 hit. So yeah, friggin' absolutely gorgeous Super. I was gonna open one of these, but I think we'll save it for the next live. We'll save it for the next live. We'll open one on the next live. But yeah, there's your regular Reno. There's your Super Treasure Hunt Reno. Friggin' fantastic. Yeah, Adrian from Big A's Diecast, he was not lying. He was not lying. He absolutely loves and adores that Super, and I see why. I see why. So, yeah, if you haven't checked your 99-cent onlys, make sure you do. That's all I got to say about that. Now, I decided to put all those cars on my Kroger Finds box. There's not too much here. So we're getting those mail-in shippers dropping in full. And make sure you didn't see that. Got to a massive hit. I didn't get anything on cam because I got there, and as the stuff was being brought out, 3 other collectors showed up. So you guys probably know how that goes. Just decided to focus on seeing what I could find. One of those guys found a Cosmo Super. That was the only Super found. That was the only one found. But I picked up another Mark IV Supra because there was some end case, some 2022 end case. They had brought out 2 shippers of the 55th anniversaries. And there was actually quite a few of these in there. Those Volkswagen T1 GTRs, which are supposedly a chase, I guess, kind of, sort of. But decided to grab a couple of those. I got some very, very cool customization ideas for that. Grabbed a couple of GTRs, millions of these, like almost literally millions of these to be had. So I think I'm definitely good on those as far as customs goes. And then the last thing that I found and took was that. And that's the 33 Willys Chase. So that's the first premium chase I found this year. And we're going into May. We just started May today, and that's the first one I found. First one. So definitely a little bit of a tough year for the premium chases, but not super ecstatic, super happy to find that. But hey, I found it. I will take it for sure. 110%. So that's that. So yeah, you guys will see the 99-cent only stop on the next episode, and yeah, GTR probably my favorite mainline of the year. Talking about the Godzilla, yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great, not grace. Nice to have the Willys Chase myself. Yeah, it's a pretty cool chase. Definitely looks way better than the regular one. That's for sure. Score again. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah, so good luck out there, guys. If you guys got Kroger in your area, start hitting them if you haven't already, and hopefully you get to the wave before it's all done. So hopefully. I'm going to put this on mute real quick. I'll be right back, and then we're going to bring on our special guest, Shane, SuperJDM. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Let me get the banner changed. All right. So here we go, guys. I'm going to bring on my special guest. Many of you are familiar with him. Awesome channel. Awesome guy. I actually learned about Shane from DIECAST Diecast, my good buddy Mark over at DIECAST Diecast. And that's when I started watching Shane. But I'm super excited to have Shane on. I wanted to bring him on a long time, so please welcome Shane, SuperJDM. What's up, bud? Unmute your mic.
Is that better?
Yes, there we go.
All right.
I was trying to unmute you, and it said, can't unmute guest when he mutes himself. So what's going on, Shane? How you doing?
Living the dream.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a fantastic display of cars behind you.
Oh, right. This back here?
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, thanks for coming on, man. I know it's kind of last minute, but I wanted to get you on here for a long time. So thanks for coming on. And why don't you tell us some history about you? Like how long you've been collecting? What's kind of your focus for collecting? Like what do you usually go for? And yeah, we'll start there.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, as a collector, I've been collecting pretty much my whole life, not all diecast. So if you watched when I was talking with Mark over on his channel, I definitely got into G.I. Joe for a long time. And it started to become a hostile environment over in that collecting community. So I have two sons, and as I started to kind of grow with them and them getting diecast, I started to realize, hey, I like these little cars. And so I would say probably it's been, well, I'm basing it off my oldest son, but about 15 years now I've been collecting. So obviously as a kid, we all have our cars. I wouldn't call myself a collector when I'm, 8 or 9 years old. I just have toys to play with, but definitely started to focus on collecting. As I was buying for the boys, I was like, one for you, one for me. And that's how it kind of grows. But as far as focus, it's clearly in the name. I think everybody's hot soup right now is the JDM castings. But and in talking to you, Derek, JDMs are more than just the castings. It's it's kind of what I grew up in the 90s. That's the cars I drove. That's that's where I've kind of focused my JDM love for diecast too. So, and I'm always going to have soft spots for any cars that I've previously owned. I'm still waiting for the DC5 to be made by Hot Wheels. We keep pinging them. Every time I talk to June, also, I'm trying to get him to do a Kaido house, but he's got that Nissan loyalty. So, but he kind of winked the last time we had a chat, and I think maybe we can convince him to start venturing outside of Nissan. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Nice. Yeah, the name says it all, SuperJDM. So it'd be quite a false advertisement if you were a Chevy or a Ford guy.
Yeah, it's all Chryslers, right?
It's all Chryslers. Daimler Chrysler for life.
Yep. Throw
Nice.
me a Merc. I'm happy.
Yeah. So you drive a DC5 in real life?
So I had a DC5 up until about 2014, and that morphed itself into a Subi, my STI. And
Nice.
I was talking to Mark about this the last time we were on together. Little known fact, the 2013s and 2012 STIs, they have some issues with their lifters. And that wasn't really known to me at the time. And I was driving it pretty, I like to call it rigorously. I was driving it pretty rigorously, and I threw a rod. It was pretty bad. It blew my motor out. And so I took it to Subaru. Subaru gave me the typical, it's your fault. But come to find out later on, after we kind of went round and round with Subaru, it was an issue with those motors in the 2012 and 2013 specifically. So yeah, so from that point on, my Subaru morphed into its current JDM format, which is my Toyota Tacoma. So not a racing JDM, but still in the JDM family. And so, but yeah, I go all the way back to the early 90s, with the LS swapped Integra to the EG to the EK to the, you name it, E-code. I think I've had it. Subarus, and now I'm on the hunt for, I guess, my daddy car, and that'll be something that comes imported from Japan with a right side drive. So I haven't narrowed it down yet. There's a whole spectrum of cars that I want, but it's definitely going to be a right side drive. I just don't know which one yet.
Hell yeah. Daddy car. So give me a hint. Are they 2 doors, 4 doors?
All right, I'll give you my short list of what I'm really looking at. So I think number one on my list is probably going to be, and a lot of people are gonna poo poo on this, but you know, the R33 is my favorite body style of the GTR. So I think my number one target is going to be an R33, and I want a V spec. So I have to save a lot of bottles and cans for that one. But that's definitely number one. Now, a close number two, going back to the Subaru family, I would really love to have a 22B. So that's number two. And then third on my list, I might just go with something old school. I wouldn't mind having a Haku. That would be, you know, a dream. They're hard to obtain. So I think those are the three that I'm going to try to target. And the wife's all in. Well, okay, she's 80% in. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. And I think we've agreed that, you know, that's going to be my, you know, my Ferrari. That's going to be my, you know, Corvette, you know, the old guy driving down the street in the Corvette. I'm going to roll up in the, whatever it is. So that's why I've kind of sold her on that. That'll be my car that gets, you know, driven about once a week and sits in there, and I look at it and I hug it at night, and all the fun things you do with your JDM cars when they're parked in your garage. And you know, I think I just really want to do it the right way, and I want to make sure. And here's the thing too, and I hope I'm not chatting too much, Derek, but
not at all.
I really I like the builds and the build styles of the 90s, and so my car is going to be stylized that way. The old Doloc body kits and the old, you know, Wings West and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I definitely want mine to look more traditional JDM from the 90s. I'm not going to try to wide body kit it. I'm not going to do a lot of crazy stuff to it. I'm a big work wheels guy too, so I'm definitely going to have a set of works put on there. And I just love to go old school on my builds. I'll try to get you some pictures of some of my old builds so you see what I'm talking about.
Hell
but
yeah.
My wife has a nephew right now that's sitting on about 7 engines. He's got tons of wheels, tons of turbos. And so it's going to be a two-parter. When I get my car, my son will be right around the age to kind of have his own. And so we're going to build him one from the ground up. And so he wants to go with a DC platform also, but I think he's looking at DC2 or a DA, maybe a DA platform, but we're definitely going to build that one together. And I want to get that wrench time with him. And that's my time to teach him too, the fundamentals of working on a car and getting your hands dirty and doing all the things yourself and not relying on other people to fix your car. And so, yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love everything you said, and it brings back a lot of nostalgia for me too. And yeah, I grew up loving and building Hondas. That was my first love, and owned a whole assortment of JDM cars. And yeah, anytime I start talking JDM with somebody who really appreciates it and really knows what they're talking about, it just brings back all kinds of nostalgia. So thank you for that. One hell of a midlife crisis, if I should say. And I'm kind of going through the same thing right now because I have sincerely had my eyes on a JZX 100 Chaser.
Oh,
and they are not that bad affordable wise. Like, I mean, we're talking like upper 20s, low 30s on a lot of them. And that's for the updated one. I believe there's a pre-facelift and there's a facelift one, just minor differences. But yeah, anything with the 1J or 2J gets my love too. I'm sure you feel the same. 22Bs.
Yeah, for sure.
You were talking about 22Bs. And now when I was shopping around right-hand import cars, I came across one. I believe it was a white one, all factory, and I was mind blown at how much that they were asking for that. I was like, "Holy cow!" I believe if I remember right, it was in the 60s or 70s. I was like, "Holy shiza!"
That's low. That's low.
That's low. Yeah, I figured.
Low.
I figured. But you know, they're going to take that opportunity that 22B was never offered in the States as an STI. So yeah, they'll definitely take advantage of that for sure.
Yeah. And it's weird too, because when I was stationed in Japan, they were all over the place, and And it's weird because if you were to bring one of those to the States, people are going to take that double take because they're not used to seeing, wow, that's two doors.
Yeah.
What happened? Did they cut their STI in half? What happened? You know, and a lot of people don't realize it has the same basic length as a 4-door. It's just the way that it's built, and it wasn't offered here. You could get it in Canada, but the Canadian one, I don't want the Canadian one. I want the true one from Japan, the one that's built in Yokohama, and that's definitely if I can't get the R33, then that 22B is going to be my next swing at the plate. So it's a great car. Now, when I was in Japan, I had a Sylvia, and Sylvias were I mean, pretty common there. Skylines, not so much unless you were going to get a GTS, but definitely Sylvias were everywhere. And so I love the drift platforms, but I don't think that's what I want for my midlife crisis car, because they just, if I get a 240 here and I have that KA motor, I can't do one from the States, and I'm gonna want the SR22, and you're creeping up there on those too. If you've looked at those lately and what they go for, red top versus black top, they're getting pricey for not the power that I really want in the car that I want for my dad car. My dad car has to turn some heads. I'm competing with that guy up north, that Mark McHot Wheels guy, and his super turboed out 510 and his beefy R35. So I got to have something to where if I meet him this, one of these times when we're in Vegas, I've got to be able to impress Mark McHot Wheel.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, that's my goal in life, to impress Mark McHot Wheel. If I've reached that pinnacle, then I know I've made it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when you've won at life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark has owned some cool cars. I mean, R32, the R32 GTST with a 2J, God, just all kinds of crazy stuff. I think he had a Mark III Supra. I had a Mark III Supra as well. And yeah, we actually met through the Super community, which was really cool. So we've known each other for a long time.
I love the Mark III. I know everybody is, all over the Mark IV, but I love the Mark III platform. It gets slept on a lot, and I think a lot of people don't realize the build you can do with that car. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. The 7M is so funny though. It's like, in essence, you can see where like 1Js and 2Js got their roots from, but that motor is like so torquey. It's like a truck motor. It's just a totally different feel than like a 1J or a 2J. It's crazy.
And hey, Derek, I'm going to defend the GR Super for a minute, because a lot of people are slamming it because of that collab with BMW. And, Toyota for the longest time has collabed with a lot of companies when building their performance cars. When they built that 2JZ, they had to go to Yamaha, and Yamaha had to really work that engine for them, because Toyota did not have the engineering plant to build a motor that they wanted for that car. And it was supposed to be a one-off. And so they never meant for that to go anywhere anyways. And so they tried it out, and they didn't realize what a great motor it was. But a lot of people don't realize this. Yamaha still owns the right to that motor. It is not a Toyota owned motor. So that's why we haven't seen it again.
Yep. And they collabed later on down the road for the ISF engine, GSF, RCF, that 5-liter V8. That's a Yamaha engine as well.
It's beautiful. And I think that the thought is, if you don't have a Toyota with a Toyota engine in it, it's somehow not a Toyota. But all of that design and all of the processing that goes into building those cars, they are meticulous. If you guys get a chance to go to Japan, and you get a chance to go to Yokohama, and you get to see, you can go through those factories. You can go through Honda. You can go through Toyota. You can take a look at how they do it. It's amazing what they do with their vehicles, and they're very proud of the way that they build the vehicles in Japan. And so, you're getting a quality vehicle, whether it's the Corolla all the way up to whatever you're looking for, and same thing with the Hondas. So I if you can't tell, I love Japanese cars through and through. And I'm American, but I'm sorry, our auto builders are decades behind the Japanese, and they have been for some time. So they're getting there. I give some props. If Jason's watching, I love Mustangs, buddy. I
No,
do, but a Mustang will never be a 2J Mark IV. It'll never be a 22B. It'll never be, a Godzilla. So you can't put them in the same category. They're different class, and they're just, to each their own.
I agree 110%. You know your stuff, and I love that. I love that. All the respect for it. So where do you live exactly, Shane?
So I'm a little bit north of San Diego. So I'm about 40 minutes north of San Diego. I'm in the area of wine country up here. So it's a great little spot. I'm 45 minutes from San Diego. I'm 45 minutes from Orange County, LA. So I'm right dead in the middle. It's nice, and it kind of puts me in a good spot to, especially for hunting. And when I get out, I have two major urban hubs where if I really want to, I'll skip down there, no pun intended, down into Skip's, you know, stomping grounds down there in Orange County. Those guys, I will tell you, they are on it. They have a team down there, and they are. But don't let me fool you. They're not doing it to capitalize and take away. If you ever watch Skip's videos or any of the guys that he's with, they're probably the most courteous hunters you'll ever be around. Skip will back out of a solid brand new drop if there's somebody else there and let them go first. And all of the guys down there do the same thing. And so this network that we have, and not just the guys that I know here, but this network we have, this little grouping that we have on YouTube. I like to surround myself with the people that are similar to what I do. That's why I watch your channel. That's why I watch Mark's channel. That's why I watch Jason's channel. And that's why, because everybody has that vibe of, collecting is collecting, but there's other collectors out there, and recognizing that and being courteous and, please and thank you goes a long way. And I will 100% get out of the way for kids. When a kid's in the aisle, they get the aisle. I'll go look at Pops, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm okay. If I miss something, it's not the end of the world. I won't climb over somebody's back to grab a super. Maybe I would, I don't know, but
Depends on which
but
one,
not
right?
a kid, but not a kid. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
if you're talking about that super out of the J case, no, but
Yeah.
no, no, I try to be courteous like that too. And I try to give back as often as I can. If I find stuff, I try to let people know that I have it. If I hear somebody mention, hey, I really want that, then I try to sneak it to them if I can, and let them know. And it, karma is a good thing. Karma is a great thing in this community. And that's the main reason why I moved away from the G.I. Joe collecting community, because it's hostile. Everybody's out for themselves. Everybody is just looking for the next thing, and nobody's willing to help each other out. And in this community, from day one, no matter who I've talked to, it's how can I help you? What do you need? What can I do? And so I'm really, really fortunate to have the people in this community that have kind of took me along too, because I was the fanboy from the sidelines for a long time. And it was Jason that got me to jump in and say, hey, he's like, you should start doing this too, And so I'm just really glad. And I'm very thankful that you had me on here too, because, I'm a fanboy of yours. I sit back and I watch a lot of them. I love the live hunts. It's super cool to watch you doing the live hunts, because you do some of the same patterns that I do. You've kind of got, it's I work my way out and then I work my way home, and it's how can I get myself back home and not get in trouble by mama for being out too long when I'm hunting. So I have a pattern and I work it back, and I try to work that in with family, and it just seems to balance sometimes.
Yeah. Everything's perfectly said. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate that. And yeah, Jason, he's such a huge influence. I mean, he influenced me to get started, and he kind of influenced that positivity, and it just kind of grew and spread from there. And yeah, this is by far one of the best communities. It has to be, with just the amount of giving, the amount of helping, and just looking out for each other, trying to help each other, give each other information. And yeah, it's great, man. It's great. I love this community. And yeah, you said everything that needed to be said, for sure. So
Hey, and speaking of that, I haven't forgot about our idea, and I think
yeah.
it would be a great thing to do, and I think um, for me, and I'm not trying to spoil it because I know that we're still logistically planning it, but I hope that we get a lot of people that want to do that, and they understand the purpose for why we're doing it too. Because look, I will never not feel blessed no matter what I find, because in life, things are always coming your way, whether it's diecast or other things. So I feel absolutely blessed. And if I come across something that I know I can give back that's going to make somebody else happy too, that's why I think our little collab and what we can get other people in on will really make a difference for somebody, because it sparked me. I've had several random acts of kindness sent my way, and I'm always flattered. I'm always freaked out when I get them, because I don't know what to do with my hands, when I'm talking about these things. Because I mean, just recently, Big Daddy Diecast sent me some things, and I don't know how to react. I don't know if you feel the same way. I feel a little weird sometimes, like but then what it does for me is it really pushes me to want to try to give back. After that happens, I feel like I need to pay it forward. So I find myself now, I have all these random boxes set around my room, and I'm like, okay, this is going to go to that person, and this is going here, and so my hunting has morphed into, I wonder what this person would want, or I wonder if they would want, I bet they would like that, and it's more fun for me now, because I'm not just out there like, I've got to find the next thing. I'm actually looking with a purpose now, and it's really a nice feeling.
Yeah, you just go to the store and you see a card and you just say, boy, I bet Shane from Super JDM would love that. Boy, I bet Jason would love that. He's come across some
Yeah.
thing.
So that's what I did for you, and that ended up being this stack right here.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Of Porsches. So
oh,
that's my growing stack of Porsches for you that I've been putting together. So I can't help myself every time I'm out, and if I'm at the antique mall, if I'm anywhere, and I'm like, Porsche, Derek. As soon as I see that, and it's the same thing with everything. If it's Mustang, Jason, right? JDM cars, it's Jake over at Strictly Diecast. I'm like, maybe he doesn't have that one, and so I'm always like, who needs what, and where's it go, and you know what I mean. And to me, that's the joy of this community, is getting to do those things, because I'll tell you, like, I can't take these things behind me with me, and I might try, but I can't take them with me. And I say this in my videos all the time, and I purposely move around my collection when I do my videos, because if somebody goes, hey, I saw that on your wall, I'll be like, hey, do you want that? Because I really, I'm not, other than the things that people sent me that are personalized, like when I get the customs or I get things like that, I'm not personally attached to anything, supers included. To me, they have a nice paint job and wheels. They're not the significance. But when I got to show you this, Derek. I gotta show you this. So this is what I got. I'm going to put this up here if you guys can see this.
Hey, look at that.
That's from Big Daddy Diecast. That is the kind of thing that I truly value. Those are the things that I'm like, hey, that's never leaving, ever, never, ever. Nice. But the other things, I can live without those, and I know that I can. And so I'm always listening. I'm that skulker in the corner, listening to you guys, every time you guys do lives or when you guys do your videos, and you're like, I haven't found that yet, or I still need to get that. And I'm like, check, note.
Yep. Check. Nope. Got to keep looking. Well, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much for that stack of Porsches. That's really cool of you. Thank you.
I told you there was going to be some Porsches coming your way.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. And, I'm going to have to go through and see what I got that I could send you. But what are some pieces that you're looking for in your collection that you don't have? Like what have you had your mind and eye on as far as collection wise that you're like, man, I really need to get my hands on that at some point.
All right, I'm going to speak sacrilege to everybody right now, but
Oh boy.
I have really been shifting my attention towards Matchbox.
Oh, nice.
And I as I started doing my comparison videos and I'm looking at the castings between the Hot Wheels team and the Matchbox team. And for you guys that don't know, they're on the same team. I mean, they're on the same team, but it's a micro budget at Matchbox. They get a fraction of what Hot Wheels gets, and what they're able to do with their castings is simply amazing. But I don't know if there's any one single casting that I'm after. It's kind of whatever, tickles my fancy, but I definitely have been paying a lot more attention to the Matchbox. So I think what I'm after right now, more than supers, more than chases, there's a new Zamac set that's out that's Matchbox, and it's the silver cards. So Target got the red cards, and they're in more of a premium. But yeah, that's what I've been kind of like peeking my nose into Walmart's for, because I think it's a 5-car set. Yeah, that's the kind of silly stuff that I kind of lock myself into. Yeah, that's a beauty right there.
There's the reds, if anybody's questioning, because I know that some people haven't found these. They are pretty scarce, and I you better believe I grabbed Jason one of those, because he's gotta have that one. But
those
are
cool.
I know those silver. I know those. They're true Zamac. They're like Zamac finishes, right? I saw a leak picture of them, and they looked really nice.
Yeah, and you know what's great about them? They're still $1.18. They're a mainline.
Yeah.
And so you're getting a really nice quality car. And on these, because it's 70th anniversary for Matchbox, they're putting a lot of tampos on them, a lot of good detail. And because it's done in that Zamac, you get to see all of the casting, and you're a customizer, and I'm what I like to call I'm a Padawan learner when it comes to that. And so once I stripped my first casting down to bare metal, I realized just how detailed these little cars are when you get that paint off of them and you get the tampos off of them. And so when I see a good Zamac like that, yeah. So to answer your question in the long roundabout way, that's what tickles my fancy right now. That little set is kind of like my little grail right now. And most people are like, it's not supers. It's really not. I could get super. It's not that I don't have them. I have supers. I've found supers. I get more excited about Matchbox series right now, and so I like those little things that come out that are unique and that some people just look right past. And so I'm like, you keep searching over there for those, and I'm gonna grab my little niche Matchboxes over here. And I get my fill, because people just avoid the Matchbox section like it's somehow a lesser product, when in reality they're really great. So that was my sales pitch for Matchbox. I'm going to make sure I write over to those guys and make sure I get a cut next quarter when their sales increase.
Yeah, and I think you're right too, because Matchbox has always made really, really great castings, great quality, great detail. Even more so than Hot Wheels in many, many aspects. I think the thing that kind of deterred people from getting into Matchbox more was their casting choices, because they kind of went with like the more oddball, more very, very specific stuff. Like not everybody knows what an Opal is, an Opal Cadet. Not everybody knows what this is, but they are starting to get a little more variety, and I think it's gonna grab a lot of people's attention. I think you're right.
I think so too. And when I was at Comic-Con last year and I was talking to the Hot Wheels team, and they had some of the Matchbox team there too, there's licensing issues. So when Mattel gets a licensing, it's for a specific brand. So for instance, if they have the Porsche licensing, that has to be permissioned out to the Matchbox team, even though Mattel is the parent company. And so when you see a Corvette, or you see a Porsche, or you see the Devo, or any of those things, they're permissioned out from Mattel's Hot Wheels team to them, and it has to be assigned permission with those car makers. So because their budget's so much smaller, and that's the way it was explained to me, those permissions costs money. They don't just ask permission. It's an additional cost on Mattel's side to get that additional permission moved over to the Mattel side. So I think that's why you see them trickle out a little bit at a time. But I think they're doing a lot better at trying to get more mainstream cars in there, so that they're getting a little broader audience of people trying to, you know, look into the Matchbox realm.
Yeah, and what you're saying makes absolute perfect sense, because just, you know, being such a huge Porsche enthusiast, now you can see why Matchbox keeps making the 997 GT3, but Hot Wheels doesn't. But Hot Wheels makes a 991 GT3 RS, but Matchbox doesn't. And then going into the brand new body style of the 992s, Hot Wheels makes the GT3, but Matchbox doesn't. But they make the Carrera, the Turbo S, which this is fantastic, by the way. This is the moving parts one. I absolutely freaking love that one.
I love that one. Love it.
They're so hard to find. They're so hard to find. Did you ever find this beauty? I'll tell you what. I've never even found this. I don't even know what mix it's out of. I don't even know if it's this year or last year. That's how much I don't know about this car. I didn't even know it was out. The Evo 4.
Oh, yes.
This is a collector's car. It's not moving parts. Sorry. It's the Matchbox collectors. So it has
out of the Matchbox collectors. Yes.
Yeah, the opening hood, the 4G63 sitting in there. God, this is fantastic.
Yes, that is a fabulous casting.
Never seen it. Never seen it. I don't even know if it came, like I said, I don't know if it came out this year or last year or what.
I think it was a 2022, like it was mid 2022, but by the time we saw them, it was such a short run, and then it was gone. And so if you weren't actively looking for that one, it was gone. It's like the myth. Like, maybe I saw it, maybe I didn't. But yeah, it's a great casting. And that's another thing too, is the price point. When you see their premiums, like their collector, they're a little less than a Hot Wheels, because they're cutting corners or not cutting corners. They're cutting costs by keeping the tampos off and keeping them basic, one paint. And so that brings the cost of their premiums down. But they are using Mattel Real Riders on their cars. So when you pull one of those collectors out, you'll see the similarities. But what you don't always get is the metal on metal. And so that's where I think Hot Wheels says, well, our premiums are going to give you the consistent metal on metal. Whereas with Matchbox, you'll get the Real Rider, you'll get the die-cast body, but we may throw a plastic base on there, which to me, it doesn't really matter. It's the casting and what it looks like. And, you know, it's the old school mentality versus the new school mentality. You talk to the old school collectors and they're like, if it's not metal on metal, that's not a Hot Wheel. You know, and, you know, I agree. In some circumstances, you know, certain castings, they need to be metal on metal. And Jason will agree with this one. Any of the Mustang Funny cars, that has to be a metal on metal to be a real Mustang Funny car. You get the lifting body, it just feels weighty, and that's what it is. But if you're talking about a Porsche, I'll take a die-cast top and a plastic bottom if it looks great, because it's a great casting, and it's something that I would collect. I don't have to have that metal on metal to make that premium feel for me. So yeah.
And speaking from a customizer perspective, a lot of us prefer to use plastic bases if we have to do a lot of modifying on it. It's a lot easier to work with than a metal base, that's for sure.
It took me a while to figure out how to get the wheel and axle out of a metal base. I destroyed quite a few metal bases with my Dremel tool before I kind of figured out a technique for that. But yeah, and plastic is great because it's, you know, pop in, pop out. You can do all kinds of, you know, wheels and tire setups in there, and they're just easier to work with. And if you break one, you know, 99 cents, you got another one and you can replace it. It's not like, oh, I just ruined a premium and here we go. So
yeah. And especially if you're doing a lot of slamming too, and you got to shave the base. Oof.
It's tough. Well, again, I'm a Padawan learner, so I don't know about shaving bases for me just yet. I'm still trying to learn how to paint properly, but
you got it.
Yeah, so I'm getting really close. I'm gonna give myself a promo on here, and I'll show it off here. So if you guys are watching, guys are watching my channel, this was a recent custom I did, and this is what you are going to get. You'll get something else with it too. It's going to go on to a card, so you guys will get it in card, but this is the premium version, so this will be your little R32 gem. I put some TE37s on there just so I could go old school build, and I think you guys will really enjoy having this in your collection too. I did full interior on this. Undercarriage is all done. So definitely a cool little piece you guys will be able to get if you guys get onto my 500 subscriber video. It's going to be super easy, and I'm hoping it goes to somebody that's going to open it up. It does roll. So definitely roll it around and don't feel like it's a museum piece. I'm hoping somebody gets to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Those are some beautiful wheels. Which are those Real Riders, or what brand of wheels are those?
Yeah, these are Real Riders. So a new collector actually sent these over to me because again, you mention something to somebody and say, man, I wish I could find these in this color. And guess what? I get a package in the mail, and sure enough, TE37 Real Riders in copper bronze. There they are. Because I knew the color I wanted to go with the car, but I didn't want to throw black wheels on there. I didn't want chrome wheels on there. I wanted it to stand out a little bit. So he's like, here you go. Here's some TE37s. So yeah.
That's a beautiful color scheme, beautiful custom. So yeah, going to be a lucky winner for that one. Yeah, make sure if you're not subscribed, make sure you follow Shane over at SuperJDM Diecast. The link is in the description. And yeah, get in on that for sure.
Yeah, and you get to definitely see all of my I don't edit, I go with it. If I make a mistake, I keep going. I don't have the time to edit, so I just keep rolling. You'll hear me do it in my videos all the time, and I'll just keep rolling as though it didn't happen. So yeah, if you like a little comedy in your diecast collecting, you definitely need to stop by and see what's happening over there. And you get to see my appreciation and love for Matchbox. I do have a running series of Matchbox versus Hot Wheels. Those darn Porsches and what you were mentioning, Derek, trying to match up like castings because there's so many differences in the Hot Wheel. I can do it with a lot of different things. Porsche is one of those I just can't. So I have a Porsche one coming up. Don't burn me at the stake. I'm going to compare close models. Close models. When I say close, they're close enough. But I want to show off some really nice looking Matchbox compared to some very comparable Hot Wheels, and you guys can judge for yourselves which one you guys like better.
Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to it. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, Eddie says nice color. Yeah, that's a fantastic color. Definitely like that green on that R32. That's nice.
It was either going to be that or that the Nissan plum purple, but I've seen too many plum purples out there, so that crazy purple that Mark loves. So I went with the green, and the green that I selected is one that you would see on a 90s era Honda. So it is, the color code for it is the mint metallic green, which if you're an EG guy, you probably saw those whale tails and a lot of these metallic green Civics back in the day. So that was the color I was shooting for.
Yep, absolutely. Beautiful green. Love it. Gary says Derek loves brick Porsches. That is not true. So let's talk about some castings you don't like. Now that Gary says that, what are some castings that just drive you nuts? Like for whatever reason, is there any that you can think of?
Oh man, let's see. I love cars, and I love pretty much any automaker, but I'll tell you, and I know this is not going to make a lot of people happy. I don't like the fair ladies. I know that people are gonna they're gonna say, oh, you can't be truly JDM if you don't like the fair lady. I don't like the fair ladies, and I'm not talking about the 240 fair lady. I'm talking about the first gen fair lady it was the competitor for the the Honda S200. So the more square bodied, square top, long nose. Every time I see that car, I'm angry at Nissan because they they lost a really good chance to make a sportier car than they did with that car. And so, yeah, the Fair Lady, I won't buy it. I won't do it.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yep.
Yeah. If you want to know one of mine, Steve pretty much nailed it on the head. The old blue card brick Porsche Carreras. The proportions are so terrible on those things. It's like they cast a square and then took a chisel and just kind of chiseled out like a cartoonish outline of an actual Porsche Carrera. I don't like them.
And I do note too that on those older blue cards on Porsches, their stance was always so high. There's this big gap between the wheel and the the diecast body. I mean, they're almost like they're a lifted car. And so I hear what you're saying about those. I have a couple of those first edition Carreras and some of the 911s, and they're great to look at, from afar. They're a Monet. That's what I say. They're the Monet of diecast. They look great from afar, but once you get up close, they're a big old mess. So, Yep.
That's an interesting fact that I did not know. Gary says they use Corgi molds. Kind of makes sense. Makes sense now. Nice.
Yes, Corgi are definitely the square cars.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Not much technology involved like the old school of old school. Like, yeah. If you were like a 60s or 70s kid, that was your jam right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, you asked me earlier. So I have a childhood Hot Wheels, and I'm not sure if it's a Ford and I'm not sure if it's a Chevy, but it's been one that is on my list of loose castings to find. And I'm going to describe it. And if anybody in the comments can throw it in there and tell me like what year it's from so I can find it easier. It's a pickup truck. It's blue. It has flames on the hood and there's motorcycles in the back. And I don't know if it's a Ford or a Chevy, but that was my most played with Hot Wheels as a kid. The paint was worn off. It was practically Zamac because I played with that one so much that, yeah. So that's another one that's on my list to find it. Every time I go to an antique mall or every time I'm in a swap meet, I'm digging through cars and I'm always like, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. And then I can't find it. And the problem is I don't know if it's a Ford or if it's a Chevy.
Yeah.
And so I could probably take the time to look it up and find it. But yeah, it's one of those, it strikes nostalgia in me when I think about it, because I had Hot Wheels all the way back in the day when it was the vinyl box with the little plastic trays that came out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you had to delicately carry it to your friend's house because the plastic strap might break. And so, yeah.
Jason is saying 73 hightail hauler. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
and
well,
so,
okay.
I should
have went to the database known as Jason, because there is not a casting he doesn't know.
Yeah.
I should have just asked him to begin with because I know that he would know.
Hot Wheels encyclopedia for sure. Yeah, he says it's a 56 pickup. That's what he says it is.
It's a Ford too, I'm seeing. Okay. It's a Ford. And I'll tell you, Jason's probably forgotten more about diecast than I'll ever know.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it, man. He's got a unique brain that can store so much information for this stuff. He does.
And his recall on it is amazing, because if you watch him in his videos, he doesn't have some teleprompter up there that he's reading off. He's going to town and he's giving you facts about cars, and it's instantaneous database. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Friggin' insane. Thanks for helping, Jason. We know you can give him the most vague description. It's a blue pickup truck. It's got flames and it's got bikes in the back. It's a hightail hauler.
Yeah. I could have told him it's a Ford from the 70s and it's pink, and he'd be like, this one?
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. I remember when I first got on Whatnot, I was looking at stuff, and I think I asked him, what Mustangs is he looking for his collection? He sent me a bunch of Mustangs that I never even knew existed. And some time went by and I started seeing some loose ones pop up that I thought that I saw And I was sending him all of them, and he was like, "Nope, I got it. Nope, I got it. Nah, I didn't have that one, but now I got it." And I'm just like, "Jesus, dude." He's a hard person to get stuff for, unless it's brand new. Man, Jason's probably got it.
Yeah, you can talk to him about this. I've been at swap meets and I'm rifling and I'm throwing pictures at him. He's like, "Nope, got it. Nope,
Yep.
nope. Needed it, but just got it."
Yep.
Or it's on the way,
Yep.
and it's crazy because it's like buying the gift for that person that has everything. You really have to you have to find some oddball. Like you find it in the back of the antique store and it was on, a limited edition for 1973 and they only made 8 of them, and then he might not have it. So
yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to approach Jason and be like, "Hey, Jason, I got a 2-for-1 on a pink beach bomb prototype." He'd be like, "Oh, I got it." It's only $180,000 car, right? So
yeah, he'll be like, "I got that in a trade."
Yeah, I got that in a trade.
It came in last week.
Yeah, my collection went down from 14,500 to around 2,000 cars, but I got it. So Noah's asking you a question. He wants to know about how many supers do you have, if you had to guess like a number.
Oh, well, let me look to my left and I'll count them. I don't think I've ever actually counted. I mean, I can walk you over there. Let's walk over there. You guys can count with me. All right, here we go. There they are. There's 23.
Nice.
23.
You got some ID chases up there too. That's nice.
Yeah, I got some ID chases up there. And then I have a couple of supers that are not up here on the wall yet. I got really lucky at the 99-cent store. It's funny that you mentioned the 99-cent store. I've never had luck at a 99-cent store in my life. And e-cases were hitting. And that was partially because the guys in Orange County were like, "Hey, get out there," because they're avid. I think they know the shipping schedule for 99-cent stores. So I got out there and I was fortunate. I got 2 Cosmos.
Hey, how about that?
And not cars that I was after, because not all JDM cars are great because they're JDM cars. I know what Hot Wheels was trying to do, and it's cool that they casted the Cosmo. But I mean, it'd be like Jason saying, "Oh, they're going to make a Mustang 2 Super." I don't think he'd be super excited about that one,
Yeah.
And so it was exciting because I don't know how you feel, Derek, when you find a Super, but it's exciting every time. It really is exciting every time. And then you get home and then you look at the Super and you're like, "Well, it was exciting to find it, but I don't know if I like it." My son and I finally came across that little tiny tuned Batmobile last weekend, and we weren't even supposed to be where we were at. We had to switch our recycling center locations, and it was a Ralph's, and there it was. And we had seen, I'm not kidding you, hundreds. And I know what you guys that have been out there hunting, you know what I'm talking about, right? Hundreds and hundreds of those little Batmans sitting in dump box after peg after dump box. So we had just given up on that one because I just seen so many of the normal one. And then sure enough, my son flipping through and there it was.
Yeah, go figure.
Yep.
And it just had to be the tuned Batman, right?
Yeah. And here's the thing. The thing about that is it's still an ugly Super.
Yes. It's terrible.
I mean, it's a Super, but it's ugly. I mean, I love some of the Batmobiles, especially the classic Batmobiles. Oh, the new Batmobile coming out in the G case. Don't sleep on that one, guys. That color is beautiful. I saw pictures of that, and I don't typically get excited about a Batmobile coming out in a case assortment, but I'm jumping all over that one when it comes out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to that Mercedes, that what is it? SEC 560 AMG, that big body.
Yeah, that's a customizer's dream right there, that car.
Yes.
So
yes, VIP written all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I still need to drill and crack one of those LS 400s and give one of those a try. I've definitely been wanting to to work some magic on one of those, the Matchbox ones.
Oh yeah, that one's great. Or one of those old diesel Mercedes too, and just do something to just make it look jazzy, because it's so boring in its Matchbox build. But man, you could do some great things with that car.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Sean Coral says not as bad as the tuned Batmobile is not as bad as the Street Creeper, though. It's pretty close. It's the worst one since the Street Creeper, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, there for a while, I think they were trying to cut costs on supers too. So the choices that they were making with their super castings were, and then last year we got really spoiled with what they brought out. I couldn't believe it was just hit after hit after hit. And then they came out this year, and I think they must have had excess red paint, red Spectre Flame over there in the factory, because I feel like every car has been red Spectre Flame. And so, I don't know where their minds are at, but we're getting a little better assortment this year, and there's a few I'm looking for. I know which one Jason's looking forward to. It's purple.
I wonder which one.
Yeah, I wonder which one that could be.
Yeah, that one. Hopefully I can try to. Hopefully somebody can try to help him out on that one. If I find an extra one, I'll be more than happy to send it to him. So GT 500, there he is, right there. GT 500.
And if I find it, that's the first person I'm going to think of, because I'm going to text it to him and say, "Did you find one yet?" And so, yep. And I got to put a special prop out to Jason too, because he has taken care of my channel for me, because I'm that person that I neglect my channel with getting the things that you need to keep the channel running. My logo was designed by Jason. He designed my son's logo for his account for his Pokemon channel. And it's not like Jason doesn't have things to do. People think, oh, he must just sit down there in that basement and collect all day long. And it's not that. I mean, I was in the military too. I know what his day is like. I know what he faces every day, and he's coming home and he's bright and cheery, and I'll text him at 9 o'clock at night, which is 11 o'clock at night. And I forget sometimes he's in South Dakota, not in Arizona anymore. And he'll be like, "Sure, brother, here you go. You need a logo? Here it is." 5 minutes later, and I'm like, I don't know how he does that. But again, that's, I feel like we're in this tree, we're all kind of in this tree of people that have kind of spawned off of others. Yours was through Mark. Mine started out through Jason, and it just kind of blossomed. And so we have this really great tree growing out there, and it's, hashtag family. Yep.
Yeah, hashtag family.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, if it's all about family. Yep, there we go.
So I'm going to talk about you for a minute, Derek, and I'm going to make you blush. So when I got turned on to your channel, it was through Mark also, and we were chatting about it. And here's what I like when I watch you hunt that's unique, and this is even on your big super finds that I think is super cool, is it is very hard to leave supers behind. I don't care who you are or what kind of person you are. Instinctively, we know how hard they are to find. And it's not that we want to take away from other people. It's that people don't understand that there are spells where you go months and months and they don't see the amount of hunts it takes. They just see, oh, there's a video and you found them, right? And so I admire that. And that was the first thing I admired about you, was you're like, I found this many, I'm putting this many back. I'm being honest with you, Derek. I don't know if I could do that. It would be very, very hard for me to my hands would shake, and I would set them back down, and I would probably walk away, and then I would probably walk right back. And it would be very difficult for me to do that. So I appreciate that you do that. And it shows that I think you're thinking beyond your collection, and you're thinking about the people coming behind you and their chance at having that same exhilaration, because a lot of us don't experience that. And I'm not sitting here saying like I'm the super whisperer and I find all these supers all the time either. And I'm very, very lucky when I do, but it is cool when I see that, because it's kind of how I do that now too. And it doesn't have to be a super. If it's that rare casting that everybody's after, I try not to take more than my fill, and I try to put them in a place to where it's still fun for them to find it, but I'm not hiding it. So I want them to get the feeling of I had to look a little bit and there it is. So yeah.
Yeah, just slide it on the very back of the peg and the hardest one to find. Yeah, I'm gonna leave one, but you're gonna have to work for it. You're gonna have to look.
It's got to be a challenge. Yeah, it's got to be a challenge. But it's definitely something that I admired in your hunting, and that's what kind of drew me to start watching your stuff. And then your humor in your videos too. I don't know if everybody catches it too. The little comments that you make sometimes in the videos. It's clever. It's clever. I listen for that all the time. So if you guys don't listen to that, listen to Derek's videos when he's out hunting. Just the little comments every once in a while, the little nuggets that he leaves you guys. You got to listen closely. Go back and watch all of his videos now.
Well, thanks, Shane. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And again, I really appreciate the kind words. I just, when I got started with this journey, I spent my first year and a half dreaming of finding a super when I first started looking, and I just, and then I started finding them. I started figuring out what it takes to find them, just like we all do. We all get into it and we expect, I'll get lucky one of these days and I'll just go to the store and I'll find it. But it's not. We all wish it was that simple, but it's not really that simple. It takes some homework. It takes some research. You got to understand when stores drop, when's the ultimate, the most ideal time to be there, when do they typically stock, what days do they typically stock? There's a lot that goes into it. But once I figured all that out, I was like, I cannot wait to get a really huge drop just to show that it can be done. And because I used to be on all these Facebook groups and stuff, and people would be like, nobody leaves a super. Nobody does that. People just don't do that. And I was just like, well, why not? And as soon as I got the first big hit, which was the first one? Yeah, that shipper at Kroger, when I found 5 of the 356 Porsches in there in one shipper. And then three of the Copo Camaro ID chases. I was like, this is it. I'm leaving one. And yeah, you're absolutely right. It is hard as hell to do. It is absolutely hard to do, but very gratifying. It feels good to do. So if you guys ever get a huge hit, think about leaving one. Because I know you see this too, Shane, probably, is you go on these Facebook posts, or I don't know if you're on Instagram. I'm not Instagram, but I know it happens there. These guys will post a picture of all these cases just stacked up on a pallet, and then they'll be holding like 10 or 11 supers, and they're taking all of them. And it's just like, can you leave one? Just one? like just think about it. I mean, I don't know. But the whole reason why I did it is just to show that it can be done. Will I do it again someday? Absolutely. If I get a huge hit like that, I'll do it again. Or if I find another Batman, because I made that deal. I was like, if I find another one, I'm leaving it and I'll get it on camera. So, but yeah, thanks for the kind words. I just wanted to show that it could be done. That was the whole point of doing it. So, but thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I think what I want to do this year, and I don't know which one it'll be, but I want to do one where on camera I find it. I'm gonna crack it open right there.
Nice.
I'm gonna pull it off the peg, crack it open, and I'll go pay for it up front. Because it's nice to free him out of there every once in a while too. Mark does like a weekly check-in, I think, and he's like, are you freeing one today? Are you gonna free it? What are you freeing? What are you taking out? What are you opening? Right? And if I get on with him, it's always, okay, what are we opening? Because and then I have to look around, and I always have to have something ready, because I know he's gonna ask, and he's gonna say, all right, what are you freeing today? It's and he's like, nope, no main lines, nope, and I'll show him, nope, that's the wrong one. So I have to have something ready. So I think I'm gonna one up him now, and I'm gonna open one as I grab it. I'm gonna pull it off and say, there it is, crack, it's open already.
I like it.
So
I like it.
Yeah. I think that just shows that, look, they are limited in production, but they're not that limited in production, guys. They're really not. I mean, we don't know the true numbers out there, but you're not, you're not pulling a one of one, signed Willie Mays baseball card. There's a lot of them out there. And what Derek was saying is true, is it takes a little research. It takes a little searching. It takes a little patience. Even with the best research, you can be on it and know where to go and who to talk to, but you still might strike out, but you don't really strike out. And that's the thing everybody has to remember. I mean, there's some great castings out there that are main lines, and appreciate them. You have to appreciate them. It drives me crazy when I watch some of the guys on YouTube that, all they're after is the chase. There's more out there than those. I'm not even sold on the chase pieces as much. If I see them, I'll grab them. I know I've missed a ton of them because I don't actively look for them. And so, but I'm as excited about a new JDM casting coming out in the main line. I'm this G-Case CRX. I'm as excited about that as anything, because it's another CRX that's going to go into my collection. And that, to me, that's my super from the box. So that's the one I might climb over people for, that CRX. If I see that one, I'm I'll push the super out of the way and I'll grab that one, because I love that CRX casting.
I completely agree with you. And some people might look and say, what are you talking about, dude? Because a lot of people have accused me of being that way, but I'm really not. I love so many different things. It's just, people don't know the struggle that you go through off of cam. They only see you finding stuff, and obviously you don't want to post episodes of you just striking out time and time again.
I might start doing that.
Just do live hunts. You'll strike out way more than you find stuff.
Yeah. That's why I like to watch Mark's videos too, because he'll be like, here's my hunt at the local Target, not a super treasure hunt.
Yeah, he always puts that.
Yeah.
We did not find a super.
Yeah, did not find anything today. And I try not to do that too, because look, we have a lot of people in this community that do a lot of daily hunting. And so I kind of leave that I call them the professional hunters. They're the ones keeping us kind of up to date on what's dropping and what's hot and where it's at. And so I don't want to be yet another person that's showing you, well, here's F case again, and here's the last Disney car left, and there you go, right? So I try to do it uniquely and do something like that, that's going to make people go, hey, that's different, and that's not exactly everything that we've always seen. So I try to do that too. And I think that's what I picked up from Jason also, is he varies it. He likes to do the traders market. He does the antique stores too. And that, to me, is letting people kind of into the broader diecast community, because not everybody's a JDM guy. Not everybody's a, muscle guy. Some people like NASCAR for some reason, Jason. And yeah, but he's taken me down a few rabbit holes. I talked about that in my last video. I never paid attention to the Bone Shaker, and now I can't wait for the next one to come out. So that's another rabbit hole he took me down. But I love the casting. So now I'm on a mission. I think that's one of the castings I'm on a mission to complete all of the Bone Shakers, because you appreciate it when you really start to look at it. And I would have never looked that way. And so I'm so glad that I did. That happens with a lot of people. You see some oddball castings out there that people are like, you should not pass this up. And now I'm going down those rabbit holes too. And, I like that we take each other down these rabbit holes, because I do pass on some things that you guys will point out, and I'll be like, I never would have even thought to look at that. Majorette was a brand that I passed up before, and now I don't. So, now I actively look for Majorette. They are cool. They are cool diecast as well. So I'm trying to broaden the things that I do, and it's more fun that way.
Yeah, very well said. Jason said he's going to let you know all the variations so you can make sure to get them all.
He could probably name them off in year of release. So that's all I need to do. I'll send him a text, and he'll send me an itemized list, and it will be ready to go. and I'll load that up and I can just follow that because it'll be super detailed and intricate. I'll know exactly what I need.
Yep, he's going to tell you the year, the case code, everything. He's going to tell you, yeah.
Yep, how many wheel variations are for that car, and if there is a tampo error that comes along with it. Yep.
Oh, by the way, there's five different wheel variations of that, and it's like, oh god.
Yeah, but you know what? I love the rabbit holes. I do,
Yeah.
especially when it's a new car that, you know, you start. I have my own little niche too. I like the old Ford square bodies, so like the Escorts, the 70s Escorts, and so that's been one that I've been trying to complete. And we're all of us that are after that one are all after the same final car. It's this really rare one, not rare because it's out of a 5-pack, but that's where it's from. It's a 5-pack one. And so all of us that are in that little RS 1600 collecting niche, we're trying to track that one car down. And when you've got 30 people after the same car, it can be difficult, you know, and it's not expensive by any means. When I say track down, there's nothing that I can't find by, you know, putting an eBay search in. But to me, I want to come across these things organically, and I want to find them that way, because to me, that's more of a joy, you know. And if it takes me 5 more years to find that one casting, then it keeps me into the hobby for 5 more years, because I always have little goals to go after. So it's fun that way, you know.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Nothing beats finding it. So, you know, it's like anything like new casting or super treasure hunt or whatever, you know, it's like, yeah, you can acquire them at any time you want, but it just doesn't beat finding it in the wild. But in your case, you know, an antique store or just a random garage sale that you just happen to go to and you find it and you're just like, oh my God, I found it. Here it is there.
Don't sleep on those garage sales. You never know what you'll find in those boxes and bins.
Yeah, that's something I need to do, is get better at checking those for sure. There's got to be.
And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to have a quasi hybrid collection. It's okay to have loose stuff. You know, I think a lot of people, you know, they want to. I have a lot of stuff on the wall, but I have just as much stuff that's out of the package, and I love them. And now I use the word jammer all the time. That's another thing Jason did to me. I use the word jammer because now when I'm at Hobby Lobby, I'm looking for the jammers. So that's how I do it. And I want to see them out of the package too. And, you know, eventually I think a lot of the stuff is going to end up that way. It's going to be a lot easier to store, and it's something that I can look at and I can bury them easier with myself that way. If they're already in a jammer, I don't have to worry about the plastic, right? I can put them in a jammer and they can fit right there with me in their own vault. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, it's, you know, and that's another thing too, is all of these people, Pia is another one that, you know, when he's throwing up his customs and you look at what he does, you can't do that from inside of a blister. What he does with those and what you do with your customs, Derek, you can't do that with a car in a blister. You know, it's got to come out. It's got to get some life and you guys all, I'm in awe of some of the things you guys are capable of doing. And the Godfather, I know he was on here. Some of the things he can do with a custom, it's absolutely amazing. Hewitts, man, I mean, they're little mini RLC factories all over the country. And in some cases, their customs are better than RLCs. So, you know, it's simply amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Real quick, I got a question for you from Josh Randall. He says, does Shane collect premium diecasts like Mini GT and such? And what is his favorite brand?
Oh, do I? Well, over my right shoulder here, that is my Mini GT. And of course, when I go Mini GT, it's always going to be JDM. So let's venture over, shall we? Let's take a look.
Let's take a gander.
Let's take a gander. So here we go. So here's a little look at the Mini GTs.
Mm-hmm.
And You can definitely see where my leanings are at with the mini GTs.
Absolutely.
So yeah, absolutely. And look, those are amazing, amazing car companies. Paris 64, Mini GT, Tarmac. Oh, those Paganis, man. Those things are amazing. Tarmac Works, to me, they are probably at the pinnacle of designing 164 diecast. So I don't have any Tarmac. They are on my list of things to get. I've got Mini GT. I have Kaido House. The Paris 64 stuff I have coming. So my first Paris 64 is on its way here. I'm excited about that. But now that I've seen your Paganis, I'm going to be spending a little bit of time this weekend doing a little shopping for some Tarmac Works, because there is something about there's something about the way they design their cars, the intricate details. And I know they're a little higher price point, but there's a reason for that. And I think that's what scares some people off too. So Josh, hopefully that answered your question. Yeah, absolutely. I love the premiums that are non Hot Wheel, and definitely appreciate anything that looks great in diecast form.
Yeah, Shane gets down with the premium diecast. We got to do our best to keep that rabbit hole going for him, right?
Oh, dude, when you see the mini GTs or you see like Tarmacs, it's one thing. Oh, you see what you did right there? That
keep
Huayra
going.
is amazing.
Gotta
It
keep it
is
going.
amazing. Wow.
Yeah, I started collecting these because the Zonda R was the car that like really got it started for me for track only supercars, and then the Zondas got phased out. The Huayras came out, and they finally came out with the predecessor of the Zonda R, which is the Huayra R. And I don't know if you've ever seen or heard either of those cars in action, but my God, dude, my God, especially
I
the Huayra.
haven't.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a couple links when we get off of here, and
Now, pay attention to my channel in the first part of June. So I'm going out there with my brother-in-law to Vegas. It's his birthday. And part of the birthday gift, we're going, anybody that's been to Vegas knows about the exotic speedway.
Yep.
So I will be according to my text that I'm scrolling through, I'll be behind the wheel of so I'm going to be in a McLaren, it looks like. So I'm going to try to shoot that. Don't laugh at my driving, because I'm not a paddle shifter guy. I like a clutch and a stick. So I'm going to do my best. But whatever I'm driving, I'm going to try to take the Hot Wheel version along with me. So I think it's a 720, but don't quote me on that. I've only seen the animated picture that he sent me in the text of what I'll be driving. But my other brother-in-law will be in the Aventador, so I definitely am going to get some footage of that. And then you're going to be happy about the third card, Derek, because
GT3
my
RS.
nephew will be out there on the GT3 RS.
Lucky dog.
Yeah, I didn't get luck of the draw because I'm not paying for it. So I got third picks. I got the McLaren. I wanted the Porsche initially, but it got spoken for. So I'll be behind the wheel of the McLaren. So I'm gonna try to GoPro it and get some multiple angles of it and get a little Hot Wheel shot as we're going around the track. So that should be fun. But yeah, that'll be my first time probably hearing exotics of that level screaming around a track like that. So I'll try to record that sound too, so everybody can kind of get a glimpse into that universe.
That's going to be friggin' fabulous experience. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit jelly.
I'm stoked. I'm excited. I just don't want to crash one of those cars. So, I'm definitely not going to see how fast it can actually go.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Maybe 8/10, not 10/10.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it at between 8 and 8.5 of what it can actually do. Just enough to control. Yeah, my conservative. Yep.
Well, make sure you take a 720S as your pocket car that day for good luck.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do that. And I think that's what's fun too, is I think I want to do a track shot too, so I can pan up from the little guy up to the big one.
That would be cool.
That'll be fun too. So yeah, I might try to go live. It'll be my first attempt at trying to go live. So maybe I'll go live and I'll see how that goes.
Hell yeah, do it. Do you know what color the 720S is going to be?
I don't know if the color that they send us on the actual thing is, but it's a white one. So that's what it is in the picture that he sent me on the text. I don't know if that's the actual color of the vehicle or they just have a generic. Because when you go onto their site, you'll see it's more of an animated version of the car. And then when you get there, it could be whatever color I guess they have. So I'm kind of excited. I'm going to pretend that I'm Jason Statham going after Dom and, you know, in my reinforced 720 as I'm cruising around. Yeah.
Yeah, you might just have to take every color variation with you. That way you can have the matching Hot Wheel with the 1-1 scale.
Yeah, I'm sure I could probably call out there and see what color they are going to have so that I can try to do my best to match it up, but that'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be a blast, man. Good luck with that. And yeah, looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it's going to be a blasty blast for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far away Vegas is from you, but it's only like 4.5 hours from me. So yeah, next time I go, I'm going to do that. I have to.
Yeah, it's about, I think the last time we drove it's about 3 hours and 45 minutes. So just a quick little hop, skip, and a jump, and we're there.
Yeah, that's badass, man. That's awesome. Well, I don't know how you feel, but we've been here. Let's see, you hopped on right around the hour mark. We're well over an hour. Does it feel like it?
No, it doesn't.
I like to ask people this because I know that you have experience on live streams, but I always like to ask people this because I've gotten a couple of people saying, yeah, I'll just hop on for about an hour. I don't want to, I got stuff to do, or I don't want to be sitting there blabbering. And then we're like 2.5 hours into it and they're like, holy cow, I can't believe it's been that long.
It happens. Yeah, it hasn't felt like that long. Has it been that long? It has been that long. Wow.
Yeah, I think you came on about the 50-minute mark and we're at 2 hours and 11 minutes right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't give me the mic. This is what happens.
No, man. Love hearing you talk. Love your insight. Definitely love your car taste. That's the best thing about it. And you're super knowledgeable about JDM cars, which I definitely appreciate that. Do you have any advice for new collectors that might watch this? Like what can you tell them? What would be your dominating advice to people that are thinking about getting into collecting? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say I learned a little bit later than I should have that you don't have to buy everything you see. You don't have to buy everything you see, and you don't have to have a fear of missing out either. You're gonna be able to get the things you want eventually, and you don't have room for everything. So be selective about what you get, and don't be afraid to collect things that go against the grain. So I would tell people that are new to the collecting, like, you collect what you like, not what you think everyone else will like. I have a very eclectic mix of things behind me, and I collect what I like. So you're going to see some odd things on my channel sometimes, and you're going to be like, why did he buy that? And it's because it's something that I like, and it's something that I know that I'm going to be looking at, and so I'm definitely going to collect that way. And that's my main piece of advice: collect your way. You can't be wrong, because if you're doing it your way, you can't be wrong. So yeah, there you go.
Well said, sir. I love it. That's the message we always try to get across: is collect what you like. Don't worry about what everybody else likes. Don't worry about value. Don't worry about collectability. You know what I really love? I really love the fact that the past 2 RLC releases have not been numbered. How do you feel about that?
I think it's great. I think what that does is it takes away that exclusivity and makes it more accessible to people that just want to get a great casting. And so people that are chasing low numbers and all of those things, I'm of the mind, if I get one, I get one. If I don't, I don't. And so I didn't even really actively want to go after the 240, but I did. And then when I looked at it in hand, I said that in the chat. I wasn't necessarily impressed with it because BRE is BRE. It's not the casting, because the coloring is great and the way that it's set up is great, but it's like getting a Golf and they paint it hot pink. If I want Golf livery, I'm looking for that powder blue or the white, and that's what I'm looking for. So I think that's what disappointed me, not the casting itself, not the stance, not the wheel choice. The color to me threw me off a little bit because you go BRE, it should be BRE, you know, but I love the fact that they did non-numbered because look, everyone should have access to that wants them. They're in the business to make money, and Mattel should be trying to make as many of those as possible. If people who want them, you should be able to get one. So yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's millions of collectors all around the world. If they up that RLC number to 100,000, I mean, it's still going to be exclusive and kind of hard to get, you know, but it gives people a better shot. You know, a lot of people are mad about that. And I'm like, why would you be mad about that? It's given people more opportunity to get the cars that they want. Because that's 9 out of 10 of us just want to collect stuff that we like. Just want the cars what we like. It's those others that, yeah, it's kind of on the fishy side, you know. Oh, well, I want it to be super exclusive. I want it to be really super high value. And it's like, don't worry about that.
But yeah, but why? I never buy any of my cars with the intention to ever sell them. I'm stingy with them that way. And it's not that I don't like give people stuff. I'd rather give it away. I don't want to know the value of it, because if I'm buying it for that reason, then I'm not collecting anymore. I'm something else, you know, and I don't know what the name for that is, honestly, but you know, that's why I appreciate so many of the people that are in this community that just go out and they're, you know, they're buying the things they love and they're buying the things that they want. And if you know that 52 Chrysler in Matchbox was the car you've been dreaming of being made and they finally made it, great. You know what I mean? That tells me that you're in it. You're in it to win it. You're in it because you want those, and it makes you happy. You know, we know what cars make different people happy. I know if I flash Porsches on the screen, Derek's going to have a smile on his face. I know if I come out and I have some Shelbys, Jason's going to, you know, and that's because those are the cars that you guys connect with. And, you know, for me, it's always going to be the FD Mazda. That's my casting. You know, I've said it 1,000 times. It's not my favorite JDM real life car. It's my favorite casting for JDM. They just nailed it. It's so simple. It's done right. They're beautiful. You know, Hot Wheels, if you're listening, make 1,000 of them in 1,000 colors, and I'll buy all 1,000 of them. You know, I want everyone. And like Mark with the 510s, they could make a 510 in every color in the rainbow, and he would buy one, because that's the joy. You know, I don't care if it's valuable or it's not. I love it. You know, I love that casting, and I'm going to go after it every time I see it.
Amen. I love it.
And I can't pass it. I can't pass it up. That's another one. I don't know how you are with that, Derek. I cannot pass an FD Mazda. I just did it the other day. I was at the grocery store and there was the livery, the Falcon livery, and I couldn't pass it up, and I have 5 of them. I don't know why I need 5 of them. They're you know, I have 1 on the wall and 4 in a box, and now I have 5 in a box. But I can't pass that casting. I can't pass the cool combis anymore either. I don't know what's going on, but I have a cool combi. My name is Shane, and I am a cool combi collector. No, I cannot pass the cool combis up either. I don't know what it is, but
oh, they're cute. They're
adorable.
They're totes adorbs.
Yep, they are. And I love the Moon Eyes one, and so the yellow one has been my favorite one now forever. I like the Hello Kitty, but man, the Moon Eyes yellow, it is the coolest thing. And so I think I want to make some kind of diorama with all yellow combis.
Yeah,
just going to be a fleet of them sitting there, you know.
So I assume you're probably highly after the Zamac and probably looking pretty forward to that recolor one. I think they're coming out with a gray Moon Eyes one, right?
Yeah, the gray one will be great. I just got the Zamac, and that one was actually gifted to me. I hadn't found one yet. Big Daddy Diecast sent that one to me, so I would have loved to find one, but I couldn't find one. But yeah, I think the gray one. But man, that yellow one. The yellow one, if I see it on a peg, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go back. It's going in my basket. And it's everywhere I go. It's a personal combi addiction, and I'm admitting it to everyone live. I have a combi addiction.
Nice. It's nice to see an addiction with the non-JDM car. See? There's more that meets the eye with everybody in this community. You know, You know, like Jason, you know, his name is Mustang Hunter, but he collects way more than Mustangs. I promise you that. And one of your undercover addictions is combis. You love combis.
Yep, I am an undercover. Speaking of which, if Jason's still on here, I have something for him, and I know he doesn't have it 100%. Okay. I'm 96% sure. I'm 93% sure that he doesn't have this one. And so I've been holding this because I've been putting a little small box to him, and it's been months in the works, but this one I'm almost confident. So we're gonna see. I never know till he does an unboxing video, and he might say, "Yeah, this is the third one I have," but either way, I'm really hoping not on this one. Maybe some of the other ones I send him will, but I'm pretty sure on this one, I'm gonna finally get him. So I'm getting him on this box for sure.
Yeah, sometimes it's just better like that way when, you know, you're pretty sure that they don't have it, but you think they might have it. Just send it to them.
Yep. That's what's going to happen. It's going to
Yep.
happen. And you know what? The joy too of when you can get one over on the Mustang Hunter is almost as great as finding a super, because when he goes, "I don't have this," I'm like,
Yep.
it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown.
You're like, holy shiza, I win. Finally. Jason doesn't have it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, friggin' awesome. We touched on this briefly, but I'd like to ask very, very briefly, what are some castings that you like to see come out? Like from anybody? Like, are there any Hot Wheels that you like to see made? Any premium 164? Like what are some things that you can think of that you haven't seen yet that you would like to see come out? One of mine was the Chaser. One of mine was the JZX 100 Chaser, and then Hot Wheels released that. I've seen premium models. I've seen some other JZX 100 Chasers. I think it's Tarmac, and it's okay, but I really wanted Hot Wheels to come out with one. They finally came out with that Elite 6.4 one.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's a tough question, because I feel like they've made a lot of the castings that I like. Of course, I would like to see the DC5 made by Hot Wheels or Matchbox. Or even one of the premium companies like Mini GT or Tarmac Works. It would be so great. It's such a great little body style. They could do a lot of fun stuff with it. And I know that Tarmac has the Mugen licensing, so they could do a Mugen, which would be amazing to see that one done. So yeah, I would say the DC5. People, if I'm talking foreign to people, it's in the United States we call it the Acura RSX. In Japan it was the Honda Integra still, but I would love to see that one done. So absolutely, that's my number one.
It still had the correct name in Japan.
Yes, it still had the correct name in Japan.
I always preferred to call them Integras.
Yeah, it's always going to be the Integra to me. I never called mine an RSX. I debadged it, and it was all rebadged in the JDM fashion. So I wouldn't let anybody else call it an RSX that was around me. RSX didn't exist in my universe, so it was either a DC5 or it was my Integra. Fabulous. So either way, but yeah, that's definitely one. And I could name a bunch of obscure Japanese cars that I came across when I was stationed in Japan, but I'd probably be the only one that wanted those made. People would get these cars and be like, "What is that?" Because there's so many cars. Like if I said I'd like to see them make a Honda Sunny, people would be like, I don't know what that is. Well, that's what a Civic is in Japan. They don't call them a Civic; they're a Sunny. But they make them slightly different there too, because Japan's a smaller place. So a Sunny is made, I would say it's probably about 10% smaller than a Civic, but it's still the Civic build. So they're just made a little smaller. That would be another one that would be great. And if they badged it Sunny, that would be great too. Yeah.
Or a Ferio.
That would be another one. And that would be one too that I think if they made that in premium, it would be a home run. It'd be a home run. I think people would appreciate that casting.
Yeah. Or Stagia. That would be cool. I was super excited to see them come out with the Starlet. I think that casting's fantastic. How about you?
I do too. And I think when the Starlet was the predecessor before they started making, and a lot of people don't remember this, the Tercel. The Tercel was leapt from the Starlet. So that was their kind of affordable compact hatch that it never made its way here either. And so that's what kind of spawned the Tercel. Whether you love it or you hate it, the Tercel was spawned from the Starlet. So you have to appreciate one if you love the other.
Yeah.
So a lot of crazy things happen that way, but it's definitely the Civic name. It's funny, came from the engine size, and so they just branded it here the Civic. It was never meant to be a brand name for the vehicle, and it just kind of, people started calling it Civic because they saw that written on the cars in Japan, and that was their the size of the engine that was going into them. So yeah, but it's crazy.
Is that why they called them CVCCs back in the day?
Yeah, that was the engine size. So that was
Yeah.
basically the Roman numeral size for the engine. So
Yeah.
it's
I
crazy.
I was always like, how did they get Civic from CVCC? Oh, they just put an I in there. That's all they did.
Well, yeah, and it's funny. Mark and I discussed this. So the Datsun name came about because when Nissan was really starting to push their cars in the United States, they felt like Nissan sounded too Japanese. So they created the name Datsun so people would feel more comfortable with buying their cars. So that's why we see Datsuns here more than we see Nissans in that 70s era, although Nissans were made straight through and they were always Nissan. So
yeah. Man, I could think of a whole host of like JDM castings I would like seeing. What about a Crown? Crown would be pretty cool.
That would be great. A Starion.
Yeah, Starion.
Starion would be nice.
Yeah.
A Conquest. I think that one got made by I think that was an Auto World. They did that one. That would be great.
Yeah, they just came out with one and they did a really good job on it too. I was saying it was a red one, or I think they came out with the red one. I think they're coming out with a white one. I can't remember. But yeah, they did a really good job on that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What else would be nice? Like JZX90 Chaser would be cool. Toyota Crown. Yeah, just there's so many. There's so many that would be so cool to see.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's little off brands too that aren't mainstream Japanese automakers too that you have to be over there to understand and appreciate them too. And I'm trying to think of offhand one of the ones that I would really like to see. I had it, but they're not the big names. They're not the big three coming out of Japan, but they are still produced, and so they still have, Suzuki still produces cars in Japan. You don't realize that until you're over there and you're like, Suzuki still makes cars. Yeah, they have 2023s out in Japan. Suzuki is there for them. It just never really caught on here. So except for the Samurai, I'd love to see a nice Samurai made.
That'd be cool. I had one of those. That thing was a blast.
Oh man, I almost died in one of those.
Even like a Geo Tracker or Suzuki Sidekick, newer generation. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yep, those would be great.
Good custom too.
Yep, you're welcome, Geo Tracker. That was designed by Toyota.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, Shane, we're approaching 2.5 hours. I think we'll go ahead and cap this live off. I got a table to build so I can start customizing again. So I'm kind of really excited.
Right on.
But dude, this was so much fun. I love everything that you're about. I love your knowledge. I love your kind-heartedness. And you can talk about diecast and real life cars all day of the week. And I really appreciate that. So thanks for coming on, man. This is a long time.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is a long time in the making, and I'd love to have you back.
Awesome. Sounds great. Hey, and we have a date next year. I remember that. We have a date. It's a date in Vegas next year. So
Yep. I will see you there.
Yep. I am definitely going to be there. I'm looking forward. I'm going to definitely start saving the bottles and cans for that one too. So I'll be good to go for that one.
Yeah. Yeah. If it was like it was this year, it was pretty good. It was pretty damn impressive. So yeah, definitely.
That's what I heard, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mark made a recommendation that all three of us do a shirtless hug when we see each other.
I'm down. I'll bring the baby oil. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah. Break out the Velcro gloves, baby.
There it is.
Awesome, Shane. Well, yeah, I'll hit you up. I got a couple of links to send you. And yeah, if you need anything, man, hit me up. And like I said, I'd love to get you back on here.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, man. You have a good night. Thank you so much, Shane. Oh,
you too.
Where can people find you besides YouTube?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, SuperJDM Diecast. And I'm roaming around there. I'm posting up funky things on there all the time too. So check that out for sure.
Sick. All right, Shane. Well, thank you so much, brother. You have a good night. Happy hunting, happy collecting. We'll see you soon, okay?
All right, brother. Thank you, man.
All right, man. Friggin' sick. How was that? Thank you so much, Shane, for coming on. Friggin' awesome interview. Awesome guy, awesome collector. Super excited to have him on. I'm definitely going to bring Shane back. If you haven't checked out Shane's channel, make sure to check out the description of this video. Link to his channel is in the description. Go show him some love. And yeah, great guy, great collector, extremely knowledgeable. So make sure to head over and give Shane some love. There he is saying thanks to everybody. Thank you, Shane. Thank you so much for being here. Gotta go grab on some nachos now. That sounds good. Yeah, I'm a little hungry too. Josh, thank you so much. Says great stream. Great guest. Thanks, Derek and Shane. Best of luck on the hunts and good luck with the table setup. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna try to get it knocked out. It's still fairly early. I got to get to bed roughly by 10, but we'll see if we can get it put together real quick. Shane sending good hunting vibes to all. Boom, there we go. Mikey Frisco said already subbed. He's 2 away from 500. Go over and subscribe to Shane right now. Get him to 500. Show him some love. So, yeah, thank you again, Shane. Really appreciate you, bud. And I'm looking forward to having Shane on again very soon. And thank you guys for being here. Thanks for joining me on a Monday. Diecast discussion on Mondays. It's a good one. There's Big A right there. What's up, Adrian? Yeah, yo, Skip, you leave some supers for me, man. Stop taking everything, bro. You guys crack me up. All right, yeah. I'm going to log off. I'm going to get to start putting my table together so I can start setting up my customization station. I am chomping at the bit to get started. But thank you, Ed Ramos, for the mail call, and thank you, James, again for that crazy random act of kindness. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate you. Thanks to Mattel for the BRE Z allowing me to get one. And yeah, happy hunting, happy collecting out there, guys. Get out there, follow the waves, ride the waves, and yeah, clean up after yourself. Be good to each other. Okay. I will see you guys very soon. Working on a hunting video. And if I don't get it up this week by chance, I will see you next weekend for another diecast discussion. So stay tuned. Talking to some other folks about getting on here. So got some great guests lined up. So stay tuned. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Good old Mikey Frisco. That was a good friggin' live stream too. Hot Rod saying good night to all. Sandra, I'm just going to send you that Porsche mail-in shipper, so I need your deets. Hopefully I got some room for it then, if you insist. There's Tommy. What's up, Tommy? Got packages. Okay, awesome. Tommy, I think you might have gotten all your packages. So, yeah, thanks again for taking part in that. Appreciate you. All right, guys, I'm out. Love, peace, happiness. Happy collecting. Happy hunting. Happy customizing. Whatever you do, diecast. Happy, happy, happy. And remember, it's about the Chinese exclusive Zonda R's, the cars. Not the money. Cars, not money. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys again soon. Much love. See you next time. Thank you again, Shane. Head over to Shane. Subscribe to Shane, all right? Have a good week, guys.